Hello, hi everyone. I am your Badachi sir. Now I am going to share with you all something about conditional sentences in English. Conditional sentences. Let us see with some examples. If you request them, comma, they'll help you. Okay? If you request them, they'll help you. This is a sentence. We call the sentences of this type as conditional sentences. You know that conditional sentence has got two parts. They are, what are they? Conditional clause and main clause. A clause which begins with if is known as conditional clause. Okay, and the clause which begins with the subject is known as main clause. Conditional clause plus main clause. Such sentences, I told you, are called conditional sentences. For your kind information, conditional sentence may also begin with main clause. How? For example, they'll help you if you request them. Okay, here the main clause has come first and conditional clause has come the next. When conditional clause comes after the main clause, there's no need of using comma. But when conditional clause comes first and main clause the next, after the conditional clause, we are supposed to use comma. You know that conditional clause may begin with second points. Conditional clause may begin with conditional clause may begin with if, unless, okay, suppose, supposing, sometimes, or provided. Sometimes conditional sentence may also begin with as long as, so long as, and in case. Conditional sentence may begin with if, unless, suppose, supposing, provided, as long as, so long as, in case. These are called actually conjunctions indicating condition. Whenever these are used at the beginning of a clause, that clause will be treated as conditional clause. I hope this point is clear. Dear students, now let's move to types of conditional sentences. How many types of conditional sentences are there? For your kind information, there are 4 types of conditional sentences. What are they? Let us see here. There are 4 types of conditional sentences. There are 4 types of conditional sentences. What are they? They are They are number 1, number 2, type number 3, type number 4. Type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4. Type 1 is zero conditional sentence. Zero conditional sentence. And type 2 is probable conditional sentence. Okay, and type 3 is improbable conditional sentence. And last one is, do you know, impossible conditional sentence. Now you came to know the types of conditional sentences. There are 4 types of conditional sentences. They are zero conditional sentence, probable conditional sentence, improbable conditional sentence, and impossible conditional sentence. These are 4 types of conditional sentences. Please keep this point in your mind. Okay students, let us see type 1, that is zero conditional sentence. Zero condition. Condition is zero. There is no condition. For example, if she touches fire, it burns. If she touches fire, it burns. See the conditional sentence. If she touches fire, this is in simple present tense. Conditional clause in simple present tense. Okay? And see the main clause. Main clause also is in simple present tense. It is also in simple present tense. Both the clauses are in simple present tense. Both conditional clause and main clause are in simple present tenses. Conditional clause, main clause. Both the clauses are in simple present tenses. Why? Here, zero conditional sentence. Why? If something happens, the other thing does happen. Such sentences are called universal truths or scientific truths or factual truths. I will tell you one more example. If you drop an egg, what will happen? There is no doubt something happens. What is that? It breaks. There's no doubt. If you drop the egg, it drops. It does happen. That's why such statements we call zero conditional sentences. I hope this point is clear. Now, let's move to type 2, that is probable conditional sentence. Probable conditional sentence. In probable conditional sentence, what do you see? We see probability. For example, if he plays well, there is a probability. What? He will win the match. The condition, if he plays well, if this condition is fulfilled, there is a possibility of winning the match. This is what we call probable conditional sentence. Conditional clause is in simple present tense, okay? And main clause will contain will plus V1. Sometimes instead of will you may use may if you want to indicate possibility, or sometimes can if you want to indicate ability. I hope this point is clear. Now let's move to type 3. Okay, type 3, that is improbable conditional sentence. Improbable conditional sentence. Improbable conditional sentence. What do you see in such sentences? We do see improbability. For example, if he played well, if he played well, what would happen? He would win the match. Come on. Here, what is the conditional clause? If he played well is called conditional clause. Conditional clause, subject is he and the main verb is played. Subject plus past form is there. So we say it's in simple past tense. What is there? Conditional clause is given in simple past tense. When conditional sentence or conditional clause is in simple past tense, then the main clause will contain would plus subject. What is subject here? He is subject. Subject would be followed by would plus V1 or infinitive. Would indicates certainty. Sometimes instead of would, you may use even might if you want to show possibility. And even you can use could to indicate what? Ability. Got it? If he played well, he would win the match. It means we see improbability in the sentence. If he played well, he would win the match. It means, but I don't expect he will play well. I don't expect that he will play well. Then improbability indication we see in the sentence. I hope this point is clear. Okay students, let us see the last type of conditional sentence, that is impossible conditional sentence. Impossible conditional sentence is also called unfulfilled conditional sentence. Okay, for example, if he had played well, comma, he would have won the match. If he had played well, he would have won the match. See here, conditional clause. And after comma, we see a main clause. Conditional clause, subject is he, helping verb is had, played is past participle form. Please remember, this is had plus PPF. Had plus PPF is a sign of past perfect tense. You know it? Past perfect tense. Past perfect tense. Conditional sentence, I mean conditional clause, is in past perfect tense. And the main clause will have, please remember, would have plus V3. V3 means past participle form, PPF. PPF means past participle form. Okay, instead of would have, you may use might have plus PPF if you want to indicate possibility, or could have plus PPF in order to indicate ability. I hope this point is clear. Dear students, so far we came to know conditional sentence and the types of conditional sentences with suitable examples. I hope you came to know these things in detail. I don't think you have any doubt now. With this, I would like to thank you very much for watching this video. If this video has helped you, please don't forget to share it, like it, and subscribe to my channel for all my videos. See you all the next week with one more interesting video. Till then, bye.